I always loved the old house I grew up in. Even when everyone else said it was creepy, I felt safe there. It was a small two-story home on the edge of town, surrounded by thick woods that seemed to swallow up any sound. The kind of place where you could lose yourself in the quiet if you wanted to. But now, after what happened, I can't go back. Not ever. It started last winter. My parents were out of town, and I was home alone. The first night was uneventful. Just me, the old creaks of the house, and the howling wind outside. I watched TV, read a little, and eventually went to bed. I woke up around 3 a.m. The house was shining, but I felt the chill run down my spine. It wasn't cold. It was a kind of primal fear, the kind you feel when you know you're being watched. I tried to shake it off, telling myself I was being paranoid, but then I heard it, a faint tapping at my bedroom window. Tap, tap, tap. My heart skipped a beat. I told myself it was just a tree branch scraping against the glass, but when I looked, there was nothing there. I drew the curtain back, but all I could see was the dark outline of the tree swaying gently in the wind. No branches close enough to touch the window. I tried to sleep, but the tapping continued. It wasn't constant. It would stop for minutes, sometimes hours, then start again, always in sets of 3. The next night was worse. I tried keeping the TV on, playing music, anything to drown out the noise, but nothing worked. The tapping was relentless. I barely slept, jumping at every sound. On the third night, I couldn't take it anymore. I needed to know what was causing the noise. I stayed up late, staring at the window, determined to catch whatever it was. Around 3 a.m., right on cue, the tapping began. Tap, tap, tap. I grabbed the flashlight and ran outside, not caring about the cold or the snow beneath my feet. I circled the house, shining the light up at my window. Nothing. The wind had died down, and the night was eerily quiet. I stood there, breathing heavily, my breath visible in the cold air. Then I saw it, a shadow moving in the woods. My heart pounded as I squinted, trying to make out what it was. It was tall, human-like, but something was off. It moved strangely, almost as if it were gliding rather than walking. "Hey!" I shouted, trying to sound braver than I felt. "Who's there?" The shadow stopped, turning slowly towards me. My flashlight flickered, and for a split second, I saw it clearly. A face, pale and stretched, with hollow eyes that seemed to bore into my soul. It was smiling, but it wasn't a friendly smile. It was a grin that spoke of hunger, of malice.